Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel इंग्लिश साहित्य। तो आज हम लोग द स्नेक एंड द मिरर के क्वेश्चन आंसर्स करेंगे। थिंकिंग अबाउट द टेक्स्ट। नंबर वन, discuss in pairs and answer each question below in a short paragraph, 30 to 40 words. Question 1, the sound was a familiar one. What sound did the doctor hear? What sound did the doctor hear? What did he think it was? How many times did he hear it? Find the places in the text, and when and why did the sound stop? The doctor heard some noise from the above when he opened the door. He thought that the sound was of rats. He heard it 4 times, including the sound he heard when he opened the door. Again I heard that sound from above. Again came that noise from above. Suddenly there came a dull thud as it was a rubber tube had fallen to the ground. The sound stopped when the snake appeared in the front of the doctor. Question number two. What two important and earth shaking decisions did the doctor take while he was looking into the mirror? Answer. The two important and earth shaking decisions did the doctor take while he was looking into the mirror? The two important and earth shaking decisions that the doctor took while he was looking into the mirror are the following. He would shave daily and grow a thin mustache to look more handsome. He would always keep that attractive smile on his face. Question number three. I looked into the mirror and smiled, says the doctor. A little later, he says, I forget my danger and smile feebly at myself. What is the doctor's opinion about himself when he smiles first and second he smiles again? In what way do his thoughts change in between and why? Answer. When the doctor smiled first, he was thinking that his smile was very attractive. Second, when he smiled again, he was thinking that he was a poor and a stupid doctor. His thoughts changed from being a handsome doctor to being a stupid doctor between two situations. His thoughts changed because his life was in a danger. Part 2. The story about a frightening incident is narrated in a humorous way. What makes it humorous? Think of the contrasted presence between dreams and reality. Some of them are listed below. Question number one. The kind of doctor the person is. Money, possessions. The kind of person he wants to be. In appearance and ambition. मतलब हमें ये बताना है कि kind of जो doctor है वो कैसा है in terms of money or possessions, or kind of person he wants to be in terms of appearance and ambition. Answer 1. The doctor is a person whose earning was meager. His house was a small rented room. He only had 60 rupees, some shirts, dhotis, and black coat. He believed in making himself look more handsome. He decides that he would shave daily and grow a thin mustache. Question 2. The person he wants to marry, the person he actually marries. So he wants to marry a fat woman doctor who had plenty of money. He marries a thin, greedy person with the gift of sprinter. Question number 3. His thoughts when he look into the mirror. His thoughts when the snake is coiled around his arm. Write short paragraphs on each of these to get your answers. Answer. When he looks into the mirror, he thinks that he has a very attractive smile. He decides to keep that smile on his face always and to shave daily. He seems contented when he looks into the mirror. When the snake is coiled around his arm, he keeps sitting there holding his breath. He thinks that he is a poor and a stupid doctor. He is terrified by the snake's presence. Thinking about the language. Here are some sentences from the text. Say which of them tell you that the author was afraid of the snake. B. Proud of his appearance. C. Had a sense of humor. D. Was no longer afraid of the snake. तो आंसर है इसका हमें नीचे से देखेंगे was afraid of the snake sentences 1, 3, 4 and 5. तो ये है I was turned to stone. I was the arm was beginning to be drained of strength. I tried in my imagination to write in bright letters outside my little heart the word, "Oh God." I didn't tremble, I didn't cry out. ये है जब वो अफ्रेड था स्नेक से ये सारी चीजें बताती है. Was proud of his appearance. 6. I look into the mirror and smiled. It was an attractive smile. 8. I was after all a bachelor and a doctor too on top of it. And doctor too on top of it. फिर मतलब ये सेंटेंस 6 और 8 में था. Had a sense of humor. Sentences 9 and 10. The fellow had such a sense of cleanliness the rascal could have taken it and used it after washing it with soap and water. तो मतलब इसमें सेंस ऑफ ह्यूमर बताते हैं कि उसमें कितना ह्यूमर था. एंड टेंथ है, it was it trying to make an important decision about growing a mustache or using eyeshadow and mascara or wearing a vermilion spot on his forehead. मतलब वो एक इम्पोर्टेंट डिसीजन बना रहा था कि अबाउट ग्रोइंग अ mustache या आई शैडो लगाने का या एक काजल का स्पॉट लगाने का फोरहेड पे. Was no longer afraid of the snake. Sentence 2 and 7. I was no mere image cut in granite. I was suddenly a man of flesh and blood. जब उसके ऊपर से सांप हट गया था तो. Next है expressions used to show fear. Can you find the expression in the story that tell you that the author was frightened? Read the story and complete the following sentences. I was turned to stones. Answer यहाँ पे है. I sat there holding my breath. In the light of lamp, I sat there like a stone image in the flesh. Number three, in the sentences given below, some words and expressions are italicized. They variously mean that one is very frightened, is too is too scared to move, is frightened by something that happens suddenly, makes another feel frightened. Match the meanings with the words, expressions in italics, and write the appropriate meaning next to the sentence. The first one has been done for you. I knew a man was following me. I was scared out of my wits, very frightened. I got a fright when I realized how close I was to the cliff edge. Very frightened. मतलब सेंस बताने की क्या क्या सेंस बन रहा है इसमें. ठीक है. I got a fright. Got a fright. Okay. He nearly jumped out of his skin when he saw the bull coming towards him. Nearly jumped out of his skin. ये हो गया to be suddenly surprised or frightened by something. You really give me a fright when you crept up behind me like that. Too scared or frightened? Wait until I tell his story, it will make your hair stand on end. इसका मतलब हुआ कि feel shocked or scared, paralyzed with fear. The boy faced his abductors, too horrified to move. The boy hid behind the door, not moving a muscle, too frightened to move. Reported question. Report these questions using if, whether, or why, when, why, where, how, which, what. Remember the italicized verbs change into the past tense. Mina asked her friend, do you think your teacher will come today? Mina asked her friend if she thought his or her teacher would come that day. David asked his colleague, where will you go this summer? David asked his colleague where he would go that summer. He asked the little boy, why are you studying English? He asked the little boy why he was studying English. She asked me when are we going to leave? She asked me when we were going to leave. Pran asked me, have you finished reading the newspaper? Pran asked me if I had finished reading the newspaper. Seema asked her, how long have you lived here? Seema asked her how long she had lived there. Sheila asked the children, are you ready to do the work? Sheila asked the children if they were ready to do the work. Speaking. Using some expressions given below in exercise. Third, talk about an incident when you were very scared. You may have competition to decide whose story was more frightening. Answers to ये आप खुद कर सकते हो है ना. Dictation, the following paragraph is about, ये भी आपको पढ़ना है and then तुम्हें ये फिर से लिखना है. That's all. ये टीचर करवा सकती है, आप खुद भी कर सकते हो. Writings में आ गया. Try to rewrite the story without its humor, merely as frightening incident with details or parts of the story you would leave out. ये भी आप खुद कर सकते हो. Read the description alongside the sketch from a photograph in the newspaper Times of India. Make up a story about what the monkey is thinking or why is it looking into a mirror. Write a paragraph about it. यहाँ पे मेरा पैराग्राफ दिया हुआ है. The fairest of them all. ये पूरा इतना पैराग्राफ है, ये आप कर सकते हो. ओके. Translation. The text you read is a translation of a story by a well-known Malayalam writer, Vaikom Muhammad Bashir, and he's translates story from one language to another. A translator must keep the content intact. However, the language and the style differ in the different translation of the same text. Here are two translations of the opening paragraph of a novel by a Japanese writer, Haruki Murakami. Haruki Murakami is a nice writer. I like reading his books. Read them and answer the questions given below. ये आपको चैप्टर पढ़ना है, ये मतलब ये पैराग्राफ्स पढ़ने हैं एंड देन इनके आंसर्स यहाँ पे नीचे मैंने दिए हैं एंड फिर आपको बताना है कि कौन सा आपको अच्छा लगा. So I like the translation B in more comparison translation A because translation B is in present tense and does give a sense of immediacy. It also gives a clearer understanding to the reader. Sentences are crisp and short. So that's all for our video. Make sure to like and subscribe our channel. Thank you.